welcome back guys, and today video we have the anime Vanguard's tier list. I'll be making this is the video for it, and hopefully you guys are fine with these ratings, and also this is just the guide. I'll just be showing you what units you should get and what units you shouldn't get, and what units you should be using and what units you shouldn't be using. So first off, let's start off with the epics, most of the epics at least. I'll be starting off Alligator. He's going to be S. He's really good. He slows. He can still slow bosses like one of the he's like one of the units that can slow or debuff bosses, and he has a nice placement. He's pretty cheap, and he's multi-hit, so I'd be placing him at meta. Alright, so Speedwagon, honestly, you're just gonna go support, like one of the best farming units right now, because he's the only farming unit. Alright, next we got Killua. Killua is really good overall for starters because he has a 50% chance to stun when he hits, and also has a second passive, which is having lower cooldowns up or better attack rate in 8 to 16 seconds, I think, or it's like frenzy. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. Right, moving on, we got the legendaries. Grand Val, worst legendary so far. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants to use him because he's Dookie. The worst legendary so far. Nobody would have him on a strategy and would never use it. Yeah, I recommend you should never use it on Zelda. If you do, I don't know what you're doing. Alright, Gone. He was one of the best legendaries, I say, at the release of the game, but due to his bouncing and there's, I put him C. He's an okay legendary. All right, we got Agony. He's better than Killua, to be honest. So I think every 10 seconds he has a cooldown of his pain releasing, or whatever it's called. His passive, which is moving enemies back, or moving enemies backwards, I guess. And it applies to every single unit's but bosses, so it's not like Alligator, who can stun bosses too or slow down bosses. So I would put him and he's pretty decent to place down. So I put him above Killua because he's guaranteed not 50% chance, unlike Killua. All right, next up, Kororu. I would give him B tier. He's one of the best legendaries in my opinion. He's like side to side with Black Goku. Well, honestly, Kororu has one of the best damage or DPSs as a legendary. Well, that can be overcome if I put Dark Goku in front of him, cause his passive is so insane. He basically gains I think a bunch of damage, so it can be like, I think it's like 30%. But the only thing, so every time when he attacks, he gains a certain amount percentage of the certain amount percentage. So I think it's like 7%, something around like that. But like it caps out at, I think, 8 hits. But every wave, if another wave should start, right, his passive would be reduced by half. So let's say Goku has a 50% damage buff, but when the next wave starts, it's gonna be 25. So you have to Black Goku has to keep hitting to get his damage. It's pretty constant if you place him up the front. So yeah, I would put him above Kiraru, my opinion. Uh, Itachi, I'll put him at C. He's an overall good unit, good range, and he has the most range out of every single legendary. Probably it's good in every single way for starters, and nothing can go wrong with him. He's just an overall good DPS unit, and also has an insane amount of range, more than some of the mythics, to be honest. So we got Unevil Sunjin Woo. He is going to be an S. Even though it's uneviled, he is still really good for damage overall, and it's also pretty cheap to place him. It's 1.7k. All right, we got Chien. Honestly, I got mixed reviews. Chien is still really good for Infinite Mode, but I think you need Chien's passive or evolved version to actually be somewhat decent. Because Chien has less damage than most other mythics, and but has a placement of 5. So you would only really want to use Chien during Infinite Mode, I suggest. Yeah, just overall. So we just put an evil Chien below. Right now, Obito. We got Obito. Obito still really good. I think he would be an S behind Senju. Really good over DPS, and the burn is pretty good. The extra damage is useful, but I would not say he's better than Senjin Wu on Evo. We got Vegeta. I don't know why this tier list doesn't have Evo Vegeta, but if we're talking about on Evo Vegeta, I would place him above Chien because Vegeta can be used for Infinite, for story, for Paragon. It's just really all a average mythical. So yeah, Sage, Naruto Sage. I'll put him below. He's probably like the one of the worst mythics so far. Not a lot of reviews, not a lot of good reviews, not a lot of good opinions about him. So he has to go the bottom of the mythics A. Well, Naruto Six Tails, I think he would be still he would still go below. He will go below Obito. He's an overall the evil version is decent enough where it can be usable because it's somewhat cheap. He's somewhat cheap. Evil Vegeta, be honest, he's definitely S top right here. Well, we don't have another Vegeta, but yeah. So we have Obito Awakening. He's by far one of the top 5 DPSs in the game, so I'll put him right here. Obito he's overall really good. His burn is insane. His SPA, and yeah, we got Monarch Sunshi Wu. I'll be honest, he's one of the best DPSs. I'll put him top 1. He gets the summoning. He has the DPS. If you get him a Monarch, the Monarch trick, he's insanely good because his summons basically get like I seen his summons get over 40k, 50k, maybe even higher, depending on the wave scaling of Infinite mode. He's good for story, Infinite, Paragon. It doesn't matter. He's just really all a good unit. So moving on, we got Chien Awakened. I would place him. I would place him definitely above Obito because she is non-stun. She doesn't get when you evolve her. She does not get stunned anymore. And also, every time when she tries to get stunned, she will use a move called dodge, and also uses another attack which does 65% of her total damage. Basically, you can do like 2 attacks in like let's say 2 seconds. Basically, it depends. Honestly, it's like really good boss killer because then Chien also gets a 50% damage crit rate, I think, for just attacking in boss. So yeah, really good, really good. And also her AOE is insane. I mean it's like it's it's as big or it's basically full AoE at that point. She has an insane amount of range, and I suggest using her for infinite because you have a like basically an unlimited amount of money. So why not? We got Alucard. Alucard on Evo. He's not really that good when he's not evil, so I would place him S. Because you need to get him to like level 5 for full AoE, and he doesn't really do that much CPS once he's unevolved. Igris, well, I say he's above Alucard unevolved due to the fact that he does more DPS and also has an insane amount of damage, and also his passive is already good. He does 40% more damage to bosses. He's a boss killer basically. So what we got next is Evil uh Evil Igris. Evil Igris is one of the best units, boss killer, DPS, and it's overall good. If you got him Monarch, he's really good. But the only downside to him is that he costs a damn a lot of money. Cause like if you farm all the way to like wave 1 to 12, you wouldn't still max him out until you're like like wave 14, 13, and by then you only have like you're only focusing on one Igris. So I have Monarch Igris, so he's really good honestly. If he has Monarch, I suggest he is. If you're trying to go on leaderboard, he is one of the best. Well, we don't got evolved Alucard on the tier list. I don't know why, but I if but I would place Alucard that he is third. He's like really he's overall a support unit. Evolve Alucard makes it so that he does make it so that every time when he makes a unit or enemy bleed, they're basically going to take 20% more damage. So yeah, he's really good, really meta right now as of before update 1. So getting him at the start, he's really good. Anyways, we got Hawk. I forgot about Sasuke. Nobody talks about Sasuke, but overall good DPS output him and stun. He's S basically, yeah. And Hakurin, I forgot about her, but I'll give her. He's I guess below Speedwagon, because she get an 18% damage buff when you evo her. She gives 10% more range after wave 6. So yeah, overall decent list I'd say, and this is my personal rating. You don't have to agree with me, but this is the way to go for making your units right. Alright, like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll be trying to make a update 1. I have been grinding for so long. Yeah. Alright. See you guys on Discord in the bio.